Hi, this is Brian Leonard, and if you just give me a few minutes of your time, you're going to discover how some SEO companies are ripping off businesses just like yours and how you can confidently choose from a number of different SEO companies that can help you double or triple your current leads and ensure that your company makes a killing in a so-called down economy. I will only have this up online for a short time and for good reason, as you're about to see, so watch it while you can. A recent report by the BIA, Kelsey, and Constat research groups showed that nearly all consumers, 97% in fact, now shop online when shopping locally. Research proves a massive shift away from the yellow pages, trade magazines, and other traditional forms of media where consumers go to shop. Well, where are they going? Well, have you ever seen one of these maps to the right when you do a Google search? This is a Google map, and you've probably seen these red balloon-shaped icons right there. And you've probably also seen these listings next to or right below the Google map, right? Notice the red balloons again. Well, most people think that this is your business website that Google is showing, but that's not correct. This is your Google Places website, for lack of a better term, that has a link to your website right here. It's 100% separate and has a structure of its own. And Google gave it to you several years ago. But the crazy thing is that while 90% of people today use the Google map to find a local business, 95% of companies don't even show up on page 1 of the Google local search. Well, research shows that 90% of consumers are using this Google map to find a local business just like yours. 90%. That number blows advertisers away and might be a little bit mind-boggling to you as well. Now, here's the simple truth. Some of these businesses like yours are placed high by complete accident. They just happen to show up in a Google map through no real intention of their own. In reality, most of the companies at the top of Google search invest in experts to help them rank high in Google, while some companies endure months of trial and error to learn and do it themselves. That's right. Some companies take advantage of these changing tides, and some just tread water. If you're in this boat, I'm here to tell you that it's not your fault. There are a lot of reasons why marketers and companies hesitate before using an SEO company. In fact, you'd be a little bit crazy not to be cautious. Why? Well, you probably don't even fully understand SEO. There's a lot of technical, nerdy stuff to learn with impactful SEO. The learning curve is daunting. I mean, how can you even begin to talk to a vendor about what you want, right? And then there's also a ton of information out there about SEO. And number 3 is, after all of those phone calls you avoid and all of the pesky salespeople out there, you really don't even know what separates one SEO company from another. But here's the biggie. If you choose the wrong SEO company, it could be embarrassing to you, and your company could lose money, potentially a lot of money, not to mention a lot of time right down the drain. Well, I'm about to share with you some of my most closely guarded trade secrets about those devious SEO companies. But first, I want to address a most important issue, one that is often overlooked by people far less savvy than yourself. It's the status quo. To put it another way, if you're watching this, you probably know that your current marketing approach is why you're still nervous when it comes time to choose an online solution. It's paralyzing, the fear of the unknown. Your current marketing approach is why you're losing dozens of monthly, lifelong customers to your competition right now. The value of a customer goes far beyond the first purchase they make from you, right? I mean, including referrals and repeat visits, one lost customer could be a lot of money for your business. And finally, your current marketing approach is why you're wasting thousands of dollars on outdated marketing efforts like print, radio, online ads that you can't even measure. I mean, it's like you're putting money into a slot machine. You're gambling with every dollar that you spend, where investing in SEO is like putting your marketing dollars into a vending machine. I mean, your X dollars in yields Y dollars out if you choose the right SEO company. That's why I created a consumer's guide for small businesses called How Businesses Can Avoid the 7 Biggest Ripoffs by SEO Companies. It took me years of working with small businesses that have already been duped to uncover all of the ripoffs and schemes that unscrupulous companies out there use. In this guide, I've detailed out how to avoid the 7 biggest SEO ripoffs. I've listed a list of 10 costly SEO misconceptions. I've created the 4 closely guarded SEO company secrets. You'll discover 5 mistakes to avoid when choosing an SEO company. I talk about the questions that you must ask an SEO company. I talk about why SEO salesmen lie right to your face, and many times they don't even know they're doing it. I talk about tips to avoid being humiliated by the seedy SEO companies. And I talk about why the wrong SEO company could get your website banned from Google forever. Now you might be wondering, why am I doing this? I mean, quite simply, I'm just giving back to the small business community. No strings attached, nada, zero, zip. By educating businesses, I get publicity for my web marketing practice. And from time to time, if people like the free education I give, I take 1 or 2 new clients as a result. However, I'm not going to give a lengthy, annoying sales pitch about my services. So just enter your email and name and click on the download button right here. Okay, well, you might be thinking, why should I listen to you, Brian? I mean, who are you anyways? And that's a fair question. To be honest, it's not about me. It's about you, and it's about your business. But I do understand that, like anything else, proof is important. And it's fair that you'd like to see a little proof. So here it is. One of my clients is an eye clinic in the Phoenix metropolitan area. They perform eye surgery in Arizona, and their ophthalmologists are reputable and have a very high level of skill and integrity. This is, by the way, a prerequisite of working with my company. We SEO optimized one of their locations for local traffic, and within 2 months generated 1,253 impressions, known otherwise as views, on their Google page that were not there before. Well, these 1,253 impressions led to 592 actions that the customer took for more information on the Google page. This includes website hits, inquiries on directions, phone calls, requests for more information, all of this in a 60-day period. Well, I know. So what about impressions and actions and rankings and SEO and Google and all this other nerdy techno talk, right? Well, fast forward to a few months later. Our SEO implementation generated this company 192 phone calls in 30 days. What could your business do with the 192 new phone calls in 30 days? I mean, think about it. Another testimony comes from Mark Treadwell at Chris Camera Services, a 2010 Inc. magazine Inc. 5000 award recipient for fastest growing companies. Mark says, quote, "Our local foot traffic has increased by 500% in 1 year since working with Triumph. We've literally become a different company because of Triumph's SEO results," close quote. Well, an Inc. 5000 award for fastest growing private companies doesn't lie. But honestly, I'm not here to brag about me. I'm not here to sell you anything. I'm simply here to help you learn how to not get ripped off by an SEO company when you decide you can take on more business in your community. And so in summary, SEO does work for small and medium-sized local businesses if it's the right SEO company. You don't have to use my SEO company, but for goodness sakes, please know how to choose one that isn't going to rip you off. So just enter your name and email and then click on the download button right here to get your free guide on how businesses can avoid the 7 biggest ripoffs by SEO companies. So just remember, every day that goes by makes it harder for your website to rank high on Google in the future. Time is a very big variable in Google's algorithm. The more time that your site goes by unoptimized, the harder and more expensive it is to beat your savvy competition in the future. Remember also that people are creating lifelong relationships with your competitors. Who are they finding on Google right now? Number 3, spending advertising dollars on Google SEO is a fraction of the cost of Yellow Pages ads, radio, and Google ads, and many times more effective. And finally, if information is the only thing holding you back from choosing an SEO company, this guide is your magic bullet. So just enter your name and email and then click on the download button right here to get your free guide on how businesses can avoid the 7 biggest ripoffs by SEO companies.